Hello everyone, a warm welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well by God's grace. So today I want to share with you how I preserve my yam, okay? How I preserve my yam for frying later and then for boiling or cooking later. Frying and boiling is not the same, okay? So I start by cutting my yam, and I like to put it on a chopping board and cut it as you see me do right now, okay? I don't like to do it the normal way we do it in Ghana, where you put all the tunes, you put it in your one, palm and use a knife to just peel it. Sometimes your knife can get your finger a little bit. It's happened to me before, so I don't know because of inexperience or what, but then I don't care. I won't do that again. I'm going to do it as you see me do, right? So you cut it any size you want, how you want your yams to be cut, okay? And then you put it. What I normally do is, because sometimes, actually most of the time, the skin of the yam is dirty, so you put it straight in the water, okay? So here is when I'm cutting my yam for frying, okay? Cutting the yam for frying, once again, cut it any shape or any sizes that you want, right? So all of it is in this water, okay? So I don't want the skin to dry as I'm cutting it. So straight away, it goes into water as you peel it, okay? So you give it a very good wash, okay? I don't like moving cameras because I'm the only one who does my video. So I don't like moving cameras. So I don't move cameras to the sink back and forth because of convenience sake, okay? So pardon me, but it was really washed nicely, okay? So the next step is for me to dry the yam, okay? So I try to dry it a bit, and when you dry it, what you see is wherever you didn't get, like as you see me do, the back, sometimes you feel you've cut it nice and clean, but once you wash it and it starts to dry a little bit, you see that any imperfections or some of those you didn't cut properly, they'll start to surface, right? Then you can cut them off, right? So that's what I'm doing right now, trying to leave it to dry. But the second one, which is the ones I will be frying, I needed to dry it because I was going to season the yam, okay? So you see how you can season your yam nicely for you to get the ultimate flavorful fried yam, okay? So yes, once you make sure all the imperfections are gone, you've cut off every excess or some of the skin that you couldn't get, or yams, you have to try and cut it deep and take away all the unwanted bits from it, okay? So I put it in a freezer bag, okay, and then I seal it and I put it in the freezer. You can store it for as long as you wish. Trust me, I've stored yam for a year. I cooked it and it was amazing, but maximum store it for 6 months. And so I didn't know the yam was in the freezer. That is the long and short of that story. If I knew, so here is the ones I'm going to be frying, okay? So I'm laying everything on the kitchen towel to make sure that it's nice and dry, because I will be seasoning it, okay? So I'll put another one on it to make sure that the top also dries. Otherwise, you can leave it for it to air dry, which I don't have time for. I have things to do, okay? So, yeah. So once it's dried, the next thing is for you to put it in your freezer bag, okay? So, yeah, I dabbed it a bit to make sure that will be super dry for me, okay? So it goes into the freezer bag. So the next step is to season our yam, okay? So I'm going to add this seasoning into the bag and then just shake it, right? Okay, so make sure that every piece of yam is nicely coated, okay? So I'm going to be bringing you a recipe for this seasoning in a separate video very soon, okay? So look out for it. It's very, very delicious. It takes your yam, your fried yam, to another level. Okay, and yeah, there was a bit left. I was like, what am I going to use it for if I leave it? Let me use it all. So yeah, shake it all and make sure that every piece of yam is coated, as I've said earlier. Right, it's ready to be popped in the freezer. Okay, so yes, now that is it, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, it went into the freezer and it's out now and it's ready to be fried. And look at how it looks. Okay, probably I should have cooked the other one first, but Charlie editing so style be anyway. So yeah, I poured it in a bowl and I'm going to show you. So what I'm trying to do is to break it for you to see, or just break it up, not for you to see, but just break it up before it goes into the oil. That's what I was trying to do anyway, but then it was too cold. Everywhere was cold. The weather was cold. The thing too was cold. So here, the key to frying this frozen yam is to make sure your oil is super hot, extremely hot, right? Just very hot. Why? Because you have frozen yams. Some of them even have ice in it. If your oil is not super hot, it's going to cool your oil down and it will soak up, your yam will soak up the oil. You don't want that. Okay, so let it be super hot, right? Once you put it in, it will cool it down though, but it won't cool it down completely. This will actually make your yams very nice and crunchy. Just at the and the taste, try the seasoned yam and you'll love it. So the next one is how to boil your yam from frozen, okay? Or a yam that you just taken out of a freezer. You get your saucepan, you add your salt and some salt to water, you bring it to a boil, and then you add your yam straight. You don't let the yam thaw or anything. You just let it go straight into the boiling water. You let it boil as normal, and that is it. And your yam is perfect. It's amazing. Look at it now. Nicely cooked. It's ready now, okay? So yeah, that is how I freeze my yam to fry or to boil. Yeah, it's incredible. It's life-saving. It's like, otherwise you waste money. Or yam and chana pro. So the best thing to do is to try and preserve it in a freezer. Okay. So that is all I had to share with you now. And this is the yam I'm serving with my delicious egg and agushi stew, which I'm going to be sharing with you very soon. Amazing recipe. You will love it. And here is the seasoned fried yams, nice and crunchy. You heard the crunch, very crunchy, extremely delicious, very, very flavorful. The seasoning, amazing. The recipe is coming to you soon. Thank you for joining me. I hope you use this preservation method for your yams, okay? And don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe, and watch out for this recipe coming soon, okay? And I will see you all in the very next one. Bye.